What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Wednesday, 11th of June, and guess what we're talking about today? What are we talking about today?
What is it?
That's right, guys. We're talking all things DeFi and AI agents once again on the channel, guys.
We thought you changed your mind.
I hope you're doing well. It is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. How is your week going, guys? Look, when it comes down to the markets, our weeks are going pretty well, especially the picks that we keep calling out on the channel, guys. Let's get into the markets here. So we'll start with the top DeFi coins. As you can see, the whole market for DeFi is up by 2.5% today. And there's some big winners here, really solidifying the gains from yesterday. I mean, AlphaCake again with another 42.7% rise, coming up from their 50-60% or so rise yesterday. You know, fantastic growth from the AlphaCake team. Obviously, they are part of the Agent Commerce Protocol, guys, part of the autonomous media house. And like I said, some fantastic guys there in the team. And they're going to DeFiCon Istanbul, guys. Hope to see you there. Now, we've also got TweetDM here. Again, small project with a 45.4% rise today. Now, that is part of the launch coin, you know, ecosystem, guys, which I haven't spoke about too much on this channel, but is starting to catch some runners, a lot of runners actually, and we might start doing videos or segments of the video on the launch coin ecosystem shortly, maybe in the next coming week or two, guys. But let's watch this space for now. Great to see TweetDM and AlphaCake with such huge rises today. Going further down, guys, we've got plenty of projects here with double-digit growth. Obviously, some of the most talked about projects such as Axelrod here with a 20% increase today. Hive AI, also OG AI abstraction layer for DeFi, specifically DeFAI, a Solana hackathon winner, 19.6% up today. It's good to see some old names getting back here into the charts, guys, and also of course some new ones as well, let's not forget. But there's a lot of low cap gems here, guys, so I'm sticking with the larger caps because some of them are really low and, like, you know, they're not really substantial enough for us to really focus on at this stage because they could be very, very risky for investments. Now, continuing going down the page here, guys, in DeFAI, obviously we've got Edwin here with a 10% increase. Good to see, guys, because they've struggled a little bit with price action recently, but they're a good team. They're good guys in the team. Talbot also up 10% today, recovering from its recent dip. We also have Wayfinder here. Prompt, of course, a very, very hyped project. Of course, they had the whole Kaito integration. They had the whole of crypto Twitter talking to them about one point, but look, only $44 million market cap, 8% rise today. They did just announce their integration with AVAX into the Wayfinder and Prompt ecosystem, so that's good to see. COD3X as well, continuing its steady rise, guys, since being shielded by Arbitrum. Now have over 1,000 agents deployed on COD3X. Again, OG DeFi project we were speaking about in probably January, February time, which feels like years away now as well. Bankercoin continuing its increase, guys, $41 million market cap, 7.2% rise today. Okay, steady rise, but you know, they seem to be building something very special there over at Bankercoin. They seem to have the right relationships as well, obviously with the integration of the Coinbase wallet partnership amongst many other things as well. Let's look at the big hitters, guys, see how they're doing today. AIXBT hasn't really moved much, 2% up today. Riveted by Virtuals, again, a double-digit growth today, 10.3% up. Great momentum being built there, clearly, just under $100 million market cap. Spectra AI, also 11.2% up. Mamo is down 8.6% today, guys, still up 11% this week, but as you can see here, it does look like it's starting to touch or find support levels, so it could be a good trade to buy into Mamo around this price and obviously sell the resistance once it inevitably starts testing those levels again. Not financial advice, just an observation, guys. Let's head over to AI agents and see what's going on now. AI agents obviously a much larger market cap, right? 7.3 billion compared to the 1.3 billion of DeFAI. So look, 1.2% up today, very, very steady. Now, as we can see here on the right hand side, one of the top gainers here is Pilot3. Now, Pilot3 has now actually officially launched, you know, its platform, and it's free for anyone to use. You don't have to have Pilot3 tokens to check it out. So do check it out. We might touch upon that later in the video if you stick with me. And as you can see here, trending tokens, Vader AI continues its rise, guys, continues its rise. Another 24.4% today after a very, very heavy day yesterday of gains for Vader. So now doing extremely well, like 60% up this week, $62.5 million market cap. The train has definitely left the building. I hope you guys jumped on it.
Some of us.
Also, look, guys, D-King here right at the top, 56.4% rise today, 108% today, guys, but CreatorBid is still steady at around 17 million. So the train for CreatorBid is still waiting to go, guys. The wheels are getting steamy. There's the whistles being blown. The train is going to leave the station. Do with that what you will. It's just my opinion, of course. But D-King being a CreatorBid AI agent here and at the top, you know, it's sending us good signals. Obviously, the launchpad for CreatorBid is coming in June. Neurobro as well, 20% up today. They also have some new announcements with their new terminal coming alive, guys, which we'll speak about later on in the video. And also Game here, 18.8% as well. Obviously, a much loved breakout OG framework from the Virtuals team. Aeon 5100 also continuing its gain, 13%. Another creator bid AI agent, guys. So lots to be positive about today. Let's look at what the big players did today. Like Virtuals up another 7.2%. Of course, with now the announcement of I.R.I.S. and of course the backing of the Ethereum Foundation. That's a big deal and a very, very big credibility check and tick. They're also hosting an event in Singapore coming up soon with some really OG, kind of VCs and institutional players. So Virtuals are really starting to branch out of the kind of degen zone and, actually start getting some massive backing from some tier 1 players, as well as obviously playing the degen zone as well with the launch pad. So onwards and upwards for Virtuals, guys. Valhalla awaits. What else is going on here? Any major market movements? Obviously, we've spoken about Vader. We've spoken about Wayfinder, guys. We've spoken about Game. Vader AI. Now, Agent V2 Studio is open for a private beta. You can apply if you'd like to have access to the Agent V2 Studio, guys. And also, Vader tested their live stream this weekend, and they're actually planning to do a weekly live stream with Ava, the mascot, AVA, every week going forwards. Obviously, Ava's an AI agent, so that should be interesting. It is interesting, though, because they say it happened last weekend and they tested it, but, it wasn't promoted on Ava's channel, so it wasn't promoted on Hollowell's channel, so, why not? It should be promoted so we can actually watch it and try it out for ourselves. But anyway, looks like it's coming soon, guys, so that should be an interesting one to watch for you, Ava holders and stakers. Going further down the screen here, guys, Giza, 13.1% down, is very much correcting now. Of course, it had an incredible rise during the down market last week, and now has been kind of correcting, people taking profits. Not surprising, guys, but obviously I think it will find support. They've got some big institutional backing as well, and they have the backing of the Coinbase ecosystem too, so I expect Giza to continue to rise in the short to mid-term, guys, especially. So let's see how that goes. Anything else here in the markets, guys, to touch upon? Deking, absolute stunning rise. Agent Ted, down only recently, as you can see, had a massive dip here, 33.1% down. Are people starting to trade out of Agent Ted and into Deking? Obviously similar style of agents, focusing on the gambling side of things. Could be, but it's a pretty significant drop today, 33.1%. Seems like a whale has dumped their bags. All right, guys, look, that's it for market analysis. Now let's head over and catch the news. On Monday's video, we discussed the amazing announcement with X integrating with the decentralized prediction marketplace Polymarket. Okay, guys, now XAI has come out with this video just yesterday here about more information about what the Polymarket integration is going to look like, and they also mentioned it's going to blend market predictions with X data and Grok's analysis. Okay, what they're calling a hardcore truth engine. Now, obviously, Twitter and X are very bullish about their partnership with the Polymarket. As you can see, this is just the start of our partnership with Polymarket. More to come. So, look, this is obviously a US recession in 2025. This is on Polymarket. Now, as you can see, as it goes across the timeline here, Grok integration here is in the timeline, and it actually shows some of the very influential tweets that are talking about this specific prediction, guys. As you can see, Grok here is actually also being prompted based on the potential of this coming true. Polymarket itself doesn't have a token, guys, so how do you trade this news and make profit? Well, there's one project that I'm looking at specifically for this, and that is Polytrader. Now, Polytrader is an actually AI agent project on Virtuals as well, and even though it has pumped obviously with the news, it's still a relatively low market cap here. If we ever see, obviously on the base of the news, guys, it pumped massively all the way up here to 2 million or so. It came back down. It's now up around 3 million, but we're still talking small market caps here, guys, considering what's actually happening. Now, if we head over here, we've actually got Simba, who did a post on this, which explains it a little bit more. So Polymarket just became the official prediction market partner of X, and while Polymarket has no token, Polytrader does. Okay, so Polytrader, as I said, is a Virtuals agent, and it allows you to automate your trading on prediction markets with Polytrader. So autonomous agents that trade prediction markets 24/7, AI-driven insights. You're going to need 500k Poly for full platform access. So in terms of as an investment, guys, we probably want to get in on the ground early on this. The FDV here is around 3 million or so now, actually. This could be a good asymmetrical bet, knowing that Polymarket doesn't have its own token.
This is going to be fun.
If we head over to Virtuals as well, as you can see here, you can actually stake Polytrader as well for part of your Virgin points as well, which of course everyone loves on this channel too. So Polytrader is waking up, guys, and I only expect Polytrader to continue its upward trend with this news with the Polymarket integration, and as the Polymarket integration continues and actually gets released, guys. So Polytrader looks like a good asymmetrical bet. Again, not financial advice, guys, never is. I'm just telling you what I think makes sense with the current narratives that's happening right now in the crypto markets, and obviously with Polytrader being part of the Virtuals ecosystem, it's important for us to discuss this. Now, it has pumped, guys. I do think we are due a dip soon as a market dip, because we've had 2-3 good days of green. Now we're bound to have 1 or 2 days of red.
It doesn't last long.
So, be careful, obviously diving into things, especially things that have pumped, but still, if you're thinking more mid to long term, $3 million FTV is hardly, a huge market cap to take a gamble on. And these are the kind of like projects that I like to risk in terms of the potential upside and the potential downside here. I think the potential upside to this and the continued catalysts that are coming with the Polymarket integration into X makes this an interesting play for me. Okay, guys, first up, we're going to talk about Venice AI. Okay, now Venice AI sat around 113 million or so market cap. Obviously, it's backed and run by Eric Voorhees, OG legend in the space. And, Venice is all about privacy and privacy with AI, okay? By keeping all of your inputs locally in your machine and not sharing it with the likes of OpenAI or DeepSeek. It's actually a really, really powerful tool, guys. And I'm wondering, I've just seen this come out yesterday, how to create your own fully private AI therapist in Venice. Okay, so there's a video on their platform. There's a 10-minute video which very quickly allows you to set up your own private AI therapist. And I thought to myself, oh balls, does this suddenly just make Solace completely obsolete? Because, as far as I'm aware, Solace hasn't got privacy as a layer like installed into exactly what they're doing. It's just working directly with ChatGPT or OpenAI directly or various other models. But here with Venice, just in 10 minutes, you can create your own fully private AI therapist, and they have all these different characters that you can choose from, guys. I've seen Goku, I saw a fitness trainer, I saw an actual therapist person that you could use and set up yourself. It's all in this guide here. And actually, they talk a little bit more about why is it dangerous to actually share your private information about your personal life? And as you can see, there's tons of reasons here: privacy invasion, data breaches, targeted advertising, behavioral manipulation, surveillance, lack of control. And it looks like Venice have actually very easily got a solution for having a private AI therapist already integrated into their platform. So obviously instantly my mind went straight to Solace, because that's obviously what Solace is about. And look, the thing is that Solace did actually release yesterday, as you can see, by the way, here guys, here's all the different characters I was talking to you about. There's Goku there, there's the fairy, Batman, Snow White I saw in there as well. But literally, guys, Solace did come out with a pretty polished video yesterday. I think it was yesterday, like an advertising video in which the co-founders were in the video as well, which does make it feel like more like a uni project, which it kind of is. But they were the main characters of the advert. But anyway, it was polished. It was actually pretty cool, to be fair to them. It was well done. But I'm thinking, I would much rather have a private AI therapist that privacy is built in as its foundation. And obviously that's still something maybe that Solace can figure out how to do. But I do think sharing your deep inner thoughts and your feelings and stuff ideally should be done privately, guys. And Venice has this available to you. So what do you guys think? Does this new fully private AI therapist in Venice make Solace obsolete? Let me know in the comments below. Obviously, I know there's a lot of Solace bag holders that listen to my channel, and there's also a lot of Solace Jeeters that listen to the channel. So what do you think, guys? It'd be great to hear your opinion on this. My thought is that I think given what I can see right now, I'd rather use a fully private AI therapist, guys, on Venice AI. And obviously Venice AI have Eric Voorhees as a backer, as opposed to the Solace team, which is quite nascent, let's say, in their careers. But still, good luck to them. Let's move on to the next story. All right, guys, well, we've been covering Vader, obviously, with their new yapping function and, of course, their new staking function that's come out, guys. And since then, it's mooned. Now, Vader's actually given us some more details as to what the actual impact of that was. Now, as you can see here, Vader Yapping attracted 1,000 eligible users, whom each staked a minimum of 10,000 Vader for 360 days. Now, if we just assume that 1,000 eligible users staked the minimum 10,000, which they wouldn't have, guys, loads of people would have done more than 10,000, but let's just say it's 10,000, that would have been an additional $636,000 of Vader that just got locked up for a year, and that's at the minimum. So no doubt it's more than that, guys. And that's the impact that Vader, as a token engineering consultant previously to starting Vader, is having on the price, guys. Now also with 62.2% staked, it's no surprise that the token is continuing to rise here. And as Vader says, top 5 mindshare growth based on Cookie 3, and apparently his next targets are 69% staked ratio and $69 million FDV, guys. The people's coin, as Vader likes to say. And Sammy here has actually been showcasing also about how smart money and capital in Nansen has basically been rotating into Vader for those juicy virgin points, guys. And as you can see here, guys, if you've been yapping for Vader so far, the points will actually come under Vader, not under yapping. Okay, so just so you know, that's where they're going to be, not under the usual yapping. The virtual yapping will stay there, guys. So look, as you can see, Vader's on a tear. Their new solution for staking for at least 10,000 Vader for 360 days, guys, to be part of the Vader Yapping program. And of course, now they also have their 1.25x multiplier is clearly having a very, very big impact. Now,
you look excited.
Today, guys, of course, it's I.R.I.S. It's the I.R.I.S. day. And guys, yes, that is Siri backwards. Thanks, Darren, for that one. But look, it's going to cook, guys. It's going to absolutely cook. I gave my prediction in yesterday's video. If you didn't see that, check out yesterday's video, guys. It was a banger. So where do you think it's going to hit today, guys? And how much Virgin Points are you putting into this? I think, obviously, this is going to be the most staked Virgin Points project in terms of pledges, because this has obviously got Ethereum Foundation backing it. It's the first AI agent on Ethereum via Virtuals, which has its own worth, I guess. And it's going to be huge, guys. It's going to be huge. Now, what Vader's saying here is that you're likely going to ape into the sell button ASAP, feeling you found a legal gold mine. You're going to end up turning $10 into $3,000. Proud of how smart you are. Following 10 days is going to be another deal, which will provide similar ROI. So, well, at least I took profits on I.R.I.S. A few hours later, I.R.I.S. is going to hit a new all-time high, way higher than your exit price. And, basically Vader's encouraging you not to sell and hold all until one of them hits a 5,000x, which will compensate for all the other investments. Now, this is typical VC strategy, guys. Basically, you only need one major investment to do, let's say, a 5,000x, and you're golden. You won't even think about the other investments, honestly. And he is right. I have experience in this. In 2021, I had one project that absolutely mooned and continues to do so.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
And the other projects just kind of failed. It's the VC model. But he is right here. It all depends, obviously, on your own personal financial situation. And, let's say, for example, that one that does go to 5,000x, you didn't get in for whatever reason, or you missed it, or you're in jail. I think, guys, that you should have a balanced approach to this. If you generally think that a project doesn't have legs and has mooned a lot, I don't think you should be sell shamed to sell, okay? I've sold some of the top performing launches, and I'm comfortable with that. If it does 1,000x, it will be disappointing, obviously, but at the end of the day, profit is profit, and you are not a prophet, so you can only do what you think is right at that time. And like I said, if you don't invest in that one project that does 5,000x, as the saying here, you'd be underwater. So I do think, obviously, in your conviction holds, if you're convicted in them, like I have convictions in Axelrod and various others, then just hold them, stake them, whatever. But if there's ones that you're not sure about, you think it's just hype, then by all means sell them. Now, obviously, Vader's kind of incentivized to tell us to hold, because he's obviously a key part of the ecosystem in virtuals, and holding is important so the house of cards doesn't fall down. But it's interesting to obviously hear other takes on this, guys, and he is right. Obviously, if one of them moons, then you won't care about the others. But it's a very big if. It's a very big if, guys. And look, he actually used an AI-XBT here as an example. Okay, so AI-XBT launched at a 200k FTV and hit 900 million in January 2025, which is unbelievable. Obviously, guys, it's totally possible. And let's hope that we catch it on this channel, guys. So what agent do you think could actually hit a $900 million FTV? Do you actually think that's possible in this bull run, guys? And if you do, comment below. Let's hear from you. What does our community think? Do we think that we're going to get let's say a $500 million FTV agent from the current Virtual Genesis launches? What token do you think that'll be? Let us know in the comments below, guys. Let us know if you're planning to JEET or to hold your I.R.I.S bag. What do I think about this? Well, I already told you yesterday in yesterday's video what I think the market cap will be on launch. Do I think that an AI agent, like a security AI agent, of its current kind, can actually go to $500 million market cap? I'm not so sure about that one, to be honest with you. With the current Ethereum agent, I think the Ethereum agent obviously is massive because it's backed by Ethereum Foundation. It's a lot of hype right now because of Virtual Genesis launches. But based on its actual functionality, unless they're going to continue to build on it, which I guess they will do, I think I need to see more functionality to the agent in order to give it that much of a potential FTV. But it's possible, guys. Of course it is, and that's up to you to decide. Not financial advice, on this channel. I will obviously be allocating some points into this, but I've been in jail for the last 10 days, guys, so I don't have that many points to put into it. I expect to get, like Vader said, like a $10 or $5 allocation. So
you are cleverer than you look.
But look, if you are getting in, guys, good luck. Let us know your strategy, and we'll move on to the next story. Pilot3 AI is now live, guys. Now, of course, this was one of the first projects to launch on the Virtual Genesis launchpad, and people have been waiting for this to actually launch. And now it is officially live, guys, and it's completely free to use as of now, guys. No whitelist, no nothing. It is available, so you can just head over to app.pilot3.ai and check it out for yourselves. As you can see here, guys, they've got like a Discover platform, portfolio, social sentiment, and virtuals. So this is the landing page here. And yeah, look, you can go on here. You can see what the top tokens are, the top gainers. You can actually ask it for a pilot insight, guys. Okay, so you can just press pilot insight, and then the AI here in the chat section will just process your request and give you insights into the top gainers. And then you can actually ask it here the top tokens at the bottom. Like you can say, tell me more about specific tokens like Uniswap, RFA, SPS 6900. And as you can see, I did this a little bit earlier. It's actually, as you can see, it's telling us to sell all of these, and that's because most likely because they've all gained. Okay, guys, it's pretty much telling you to take profits, which is a good reminder at all times on the show, guys. If your token has pumped significantly, you should always take some profits, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to retrace, and you can buy back and just take those profits off the table, guys. It's a very good reminder, actually. And look, they've also got a virtual section here. I know a lot of you guys love virtuals that follow my show, as I do as well. And so you can see they've actually got a virtuals token grid. So they have, like, Solace is here, Verdant, Virgin, etc. Nothing, which actually turned out to be nothing, unfortunately.
It's pretty ironic, huh?
But look, yeah, so you can actually head over here and click on your favorite Virgin Virtuals project, and you can ask for it for a token market pulse specifically for the Virtuals ecosystem, again, which is pretty cool, which you could, especially if you're trading every day to get those diamond, it's not diamond hand bonus, is it? It's daily active bonus now. You could use this as part of your DD just to double check what you think before you actually start trading. So look, for Virgin, for example, it gives a summary here, it gives the price change, and it also gives you a prediction. So this, for Virgin, it's predicting a slight appreciation in the next 24 hours, likely in the range of 2-3%, moderately bullish. So if you are trading to get your daily active bonus, guys, then obviously you don't want it to go down. That would be crap.
Be hurt, sure.
So if you wanted to, hold it for 24 hours or so, then trade it again, then chances are you'd rather hold a token that's going slightly up to get some profit on that trade. So here's a good example. Now, if we hit token market sentiment, it'll give you a slightly different response as well, guys. So again, pretty cool, because it has all of the virtuals agents here from what I can see. And again, it's completely open for anyone to use. I don't actually know the Pilot3 team, guys. I'm just test piloting this out now because it's just come out today. But it does look like some pretty interesting tech. I will be checking this out a lot more. And as they continue to add more and more tools to the software. So as you can see, I quite like the token market sentiment. So the overall market sentiment for Virgin appears to be positive. Many individuals are actively discussing the coin and encouraging others to consider staking the coin, etc., etc. Here, some also mention Virgin potentially making substantial gains in the future. So positive. So it gives you that kind of positive or negative outlook just very, very quickly on your favorite virtuals coins. In addition to that, guys, it has this trade engine, market pulse, fine tuning. Now these aren't ready yet. It's coming soon. As you can see, fine tuning seems to be for Pilot3 token holders, I guess. But yeah, the beta's out, guys. So do check it out. Could be a great way to, basically add this to your DD process before you start trading and investing in virtuals tokens. Boom.
I peed.
That's all we've got time for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me once again for your daily dose of DeFi and AI agents, guys. If you've been enjoying the content, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let's find these low cap gems together and make money together in this bull market, guys. The markets are doing very, very well this week for AI agents and DeFi, and a lot of the projects that we're talking about on this channel are doing good. So if you're watching the channel and wondering, shall I buy? Shall I sell? I think we might see a cool off, guys, because we've had three going into a fourth day now of positive price action. I'm going to personally be waiting for a dip before I buy any more tokens. Now, what do you guys think? Are you bullish on CreatorBid? Are you bearish on CreatorBid? Let us know, guys. The launchpad is coming in June. I'm personally very excited about that one. Look, guys, we are hosting a DeFiCon Istanbul, the largest DeFi and AI agent event happening during Istanbul Blockchain Week, headlined none other than Daniele Sesta from Hey Anon, and of course Vader, who we talk about almost every day now on this channel, guys, because they're constantly such a big part of the virtuals ecosystem. So it's going to be a fabulous time, guys. If you can get over to Istanbul, come down, say hello, meet the community, meet me. I'd love to see you guys there. That's all we've got time for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again back here tomorrow.